What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle, where we were fighting a big-ass dude. I don't know. It's quite the sizable mob, and I'm thinking we're gonna need a little help to get rid of this one. I don't know exactly how this is all gonna go down, but it needs to be handled. That one's gonna be able to summon before we can get over there because its turn is before him, unfortunately. As of right now, we're not really left with a ton of options. Wasting her shit on... well, she's got 12. It'll be alright. Yeah, and there's the res. Not so terrible that time. Maybe if we kill it quickly, it gives us more time to work. He's going to throw out bombs again. I wish there was a cooldown on that. It seems like they just spam it out whenever they want to. None of these spots right now are safe, so I got to bring Bulwark up here. I got no choice. He can't really do anything this turn. Summon is done. Oh, he can't get the... oh, he's missing the diagonals. Shitty. He's going to have to fall back. And then we're going to try and have him lessen his threat right there, so that he's not quite as bad to deal with. I may have Bulwark come over and deal with this other guy, but this is a mess so far. We need to start using some of our willpower because we're wasting it at this point. Big hit to armor right there, so we're going to need to heal that. On this side, he's got 7 strength. That's not that terrifying. Could be worse. Have him get a kill right there. Oh, he can do the summoning thing too. We're just having all kinds of fun, aren't we, today? She has 0 armor, which puts her in a rough position as far as the game is concerned. Basically, she's primed to get one shot. Can she mend herself? She can't. So I need her then to spend as much of her willpower as we can before this goes any more wrong. Big guy, it's time for you to get dealt with. We've got so much willpower due to our extra morale that it's like we're in good shape. It's not that bad. He's got a 60% chance to hit. We're going to go with a 4 right there. And I think he still gets the 2 hacks, so that should help out a little bit. We're going to have another fighter join the fray unless there's a limit. Oh, no, we got another one right there. Okay. And it's that one, isn't it? See, they shouldn't be able to spawn in on your characters like that. They should spawn in from an empty spot where they can't, like, on the first turn be on top of something. Because either that or their initiative needs to be further back if they're just going to spawn on the first turn. Maybe it's randomized. I don't know, because the last one we got hits on first. It's just weird that he gets to spawn right there without coming off the edge. All right. So you, sir. We have an opportunity. One damage dealt on that side. We're going to go all in on this little cheeser. Yeah, I was concerned about this. Alright, I need you right here. 90% deflection? Really? I think games cheat, dude. There's no way. That happens so consistently. God, what an irritating frustration. On a 90%. This is why I don't play XCOM. This is why I don't play XCOM, because I lose my shit when stuff like that happens. He's going to be adjacent to somebody no matter what I do here, so... may just have to live with the result. Is he adjacent right there? I think he is. It just gave him a little shield, so I'm presuming that they are. Ugh. Alright, do call the weak. It's the best we got right now. I can't really do anything else with it. We got plenty of... absolutely. There we go. Knock him down. We've got plenty of willpower to restore, so I'm not that concerned about taking care of it. He's at 5. We'll go ahead and knock him apart. I wish Krumir was further over to this side of the map, but he keeps getting drawn away on dumb assignments here. You scoot over by 1. Get some freebie willpower because we're killing too many guys and we're not getting any bonuses out of it. I need you all in right there. Christ. Start with the Sunders. Bulwark is our best shot on this thing. I don't know. I gotta do something right here, though. We don't really have much of an option. So that one's back now. I'd prefer to be in pillage mode by the time she comes out next time. It would be my favorite disposition to be in. Everybody else just chill for a little bit. You move this way. I don't know where this big thing's going to come out of, but right there. Goody goody gumdrops. Alright, everybody set up defenses. Get ready to go. Have to come back around at some point. Krumir is just going to have to help out with the armor. Ain't really got a whole lot of options right there, and he's going to get jacked because he's all by himself, and there's not much I can do about it. I would love to send Valka over here. I'm sorry, Folka. Kind of a nasty fight, but it's a boss fight, so I don't really care about the losses. Some people are going to go down in a fight like this anyways, where they can just, like, flat out respawn dudes. Woo! That armor sunder. There it was. Yeah, get some damage off. We got to hurt this thing. They're going to have to pass one at a time through here. What? He can res my guys too? Oh, man. That's a trip. Oh, no, I hit the wrong key. I'm sorry. I need to put 1 extra on that one. That was a misclick. That was a misclick. I'm going to say, somebody's going to get hit over here. Let's keep going on that armor. There's no room right there, so we're just going to have to line up, essentially. Critter's got a really good spot to hang out at. And actually, this is perfect. We want to force it to come to us. Krumir unfortunately died with all of his armor intact, so that's problematic. Our shield got broke. That's fun. We're totally hosed right now. I gotta pull this thing back. We can't fight right there anymore. That thing is owning us right now because of a tactical superiority. With the double turn. All right, well, this one's completely and totally on Bulwark. There it is. What a fight. Wow, what a great battle. That was a really, really cool battle. Eyeless is trying to bring the cave down on our heads, Zephyr screams. I can stop her, but it... The Avalka abruptly grows quiet and scans the people running for their lives. Just keep them together, Nichols. Here, Valka Zephyr, the young mender says, helping an older woman to her feet nearby. Zephyr grabs Nichols and whispers to him. The young mender's eyes go wide, but he nods solemnly. He turns to you and says, I'm sorry if I was a nuisance. A large rock falls nearby and he stumbles away back towards Eyeless. Nichols begins tracing a pattern in the air. You yell for everyone to keep moving, tossing those who stop to turn around. When you look back, Zephyr is standing behind Nichols, tracing an alternate pattern. The young man glows for a moment, hair flapping as if a giant gust is blowing past him, and then he crumbles. Eyeless grows quiet in the distance. You watch the form of the Sunder shake and struggle to maintain its form. Then it fades like snow blowing over a hilltop. A few more rocks tumble down and you grab the sagging Valka before she's crushed. Once you've met up with everyone else, you tally the numbers. The losses are not as bad as they could have been. I doubt that ended her, Zephyr says, and there are many passages here which the Eyeless knows all too well. She's been tracking us. We'll need to leave these caves immediately. You pause and say, What did you do to that mender boy? Zephyr turns her head. We can discuss Nichols' sacrifice another time. We must move. You give the command and no one hesitates to obey. Some of our heroes are injured. We need to rest and make camp. Yeah, I think that's a wise idea considering how much supply we have. Let's go ahead and take care of that because my bet would be pretty much everybody caught a beat down on that last fight. So if we want our A-team back up and running, we got to put in the effort. How much renown did we end up with there? Not very much. Not very much. Alright, I'm going to wait on the level ups until I know that our renown's a tad higher. I wish we had more fighters of the caliber of Bulwark. Bulwark is absolutely just a wrecking ball. The problem is you can't have anybody else near where he's fighting. That's the only issue, is it makes him essentially like a 3x3 mob instead of a 2x2. Sorrow and uncertainty swirl across the Valka's face until she finally stands still. What? You ask. Things have changed down here, she says. Rocks have shifted. Rifts have opened, and I doubt Eyeless did all of this, but regardless, I'm not entirely sure which path to take. Then get us to the surface. The Valka pauses, but I won't know where we'll appear. We could wind up in Strand. You level her with a look and say it's better than being lost down here. Bulwark, all around us, Folka shouts. You peer into the darkness and see something approaching, which resembles a dredge, a morbidly warped dredge. A woman runs to grab her child, but the thing cleaves both of them with a strange weapon. The bodies blacken and twist upon the ground. Don't fall to these feigned beasts, you shout, charging into the enemy. See, that's why I never have a problem killing their children, is because they don't seem to have a problem killing our children. Like, it definitely doesn't seem to be a problem for them, so it's like, well, looks like we're killing a bunch of Sunder children. Ah, well. Let's do a level up. Who do I want to bring, actually? I like Ollie better. I think Ollie has more utility. We've got a lot of melee. I think Ollie helps out a little bit more. And we'll keep him last because he's ranged. Spar is an interesting thought, but frankly, I like my setup right now. So we'll go with this. I think this fight's probably going to be nasty, but we'll find out in just a second. I want people started as far away from it as possible. There are chasms in the way. They hit for 14. Alright, I need Valka right there. We'll move around as necessary. We'll do what we have to do. Put a runic gale maybe there. How far can they move? Not that far. We lack a lot of mobility here, which has me worried. We lack a lot of mobility. I'm assuming they can step across that crack right there. What the hell was that? Alright, well if this thing's gonna move, it's gonna move in a direction that I want it to move. Bring the fighters down. Let's start working on this thing. That's a lot of willpower. Okay. Let's take Krumir over to deal with this one. And there we go. He's no longer combat effective, so he's got a Sunder armor, which gives Krumir a huge advantage. I'm going to need Bulwark to square up with this one, I think. I don't really know. Either way, I got to get people out of the way. There it is. Get him! She just needs to run. Get her out of the way. Keep her out of this fight at all costs. Ooh, he's actually been beat down pretty good. Okay. Kind of an interesting problem that we have right now. I wasn't expecting him to dogpile him, and I'm not sure what they're doing right now with their weird little tentacle gypsy magics. I'm not really sure. Oh, shit. Oh, well, that's a bit more apparent than what it does. Keep working that jaw. Okay, Ollie. So any damage you deal to him goes to her. So Ollie, you're down here. Shit. Hey, dodge. Good. Does anybody need armor or anything else? Actually, he does. Yep. There we go. Good as new. I should have moved and then done it. I suck at strategy games. I really do. I am just the worst at this shit. Well, one by one, I guess. Keep checking that jaw. $14 and $10. Okay. He doesn't have anybody ensorcelled right now. So we'll give him a big old smack. He doesn't have anybody ensorcelled either. So we'll give him a nice little smack-a-dab. He's got someone ensorcelled. So we need to move over to here. And then I'm going to axe storm him, hopefully. Ah. Just got to wait that one out. Ain't really got much of an option. He goes down now. Woo! There goes some willpower. That'll do it. Oh, he absorbs willpower when he does that shit, too. Okay. Well, there's another one down. Hope for a good streak. I'm okay with the willpower drain. I can live with that. But we need to start working this thing. How far can it move? Oh, it's got him beat no matter what I do. Okay. And he can only forge ahead somebody who's adjacent. Since he can't really do anything, move him to here. Forge ahead her. Our best chance for now is to get his strength down so that he can't actually hit our other guy. So I think we may have just saved our ginger homeboy here. Yeah. In the meantime, I got to get everybody else back into the mix, and we just got to get after this guy. The joy of new stimuli, eh? The joy of new enemy types. They've introduced a lot of new enemy types in this game. I'm surprised at the volume they've added. It's concerning. He's got him taken care of, so everybody rest. Just gotta wait it out. Man. That was nasty. They force you to target swap. That's the tough part. And by the time you figure out what the mechanic is, I suppose I could have clicked on him and figured it out. But by the time you figure out what it is their mechanic entails, you've already lost half your party from giant hits because this game encourages you to open up heavy at the beginning. And so that fight was definitely meant to teach you that sometimes you aren't meant to charge in and just jack on fools hella hard. Not to be confused with, obviously, the ulterior to jacking on fools. Moments pass while you calm yourself from the fight. What in the depths were those things, you ask? But nobody answers. The Valka's using her spear to sift through the glowing remains, her face strains to hide her fear. Look, she points to the edge of the torch's light. To the side of the path is a wounded dredge stone singer. You draw your axes, but Zephyr begins to hum. The stone singer responds. Those creatures were like nothing I've seen before. They look like some kind of dredge to me, and so does this one. This one is a mender of sorts. You know one of these slags? I know quite a few. Folka gasps and you find yourself growling, but Zephyr ignores the response. She makes a dull noise, almost a hum. The stone singer responds in kind. He says greetings, and that he dreamed of you. All of the clansmen and fighters back away and whisper. She's talking to it. She's fucking talking to it. What were those things? The Valka again makes unfamiliar sounds like a skald trying to find the right tune, and the stone singer responds. He says they are a nightmare, then something about mercy, and he thanks you. Their language is difficult for me, but I can learn more from him once he is healed. And where do you plan to heal him? In a cart, on our way to Manahar. Folka turns and stares at you. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to hear more. Let's get him in a cart. This is a mistake. This isn't like you. We kill these things, not invite them into camp. The shield maiden walks off instead of saying anything else. Zephyr looks at you. She'll get over it. Zephyr thanks you again as the stone singer is lifted into a cart. He hums something you cannot understand. This is weird. This is definitely weird. I feel like I may have just made a giant mistake. But we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Banner Saga 2. I will see you all in the next episode. It's been a lot of fun. Bye, and hi-do. I guess bye-do, everybody.